Good morning. I am currently in Sweden. I'm just drinking a latte right now. I've been here for 1 week now, and I've been sick for like the past 5 days, and I'm a little bit disappointed with myself because I'm usually so good at listening to my body and being in tune with how I'm feeling. And like if I am working out and I feel my body needing a rest day, I will give it a rest day. But I feel like for the last 5 days, I have just been in go mode, even though I haven't been feeling good and I haven't been listening to my body, and I've been like going to the gym and like furnishing our new apartment. And so now 5 days later, I feel worse than I felt at the beginning because I didn't listen to my body. I didn't give myself any rest. And so today I am going to try to take it easy and have a rest day. I just did some journaling because I really want to get to the bottom of like why I am associating rest with being unproductive and why I kind of put those words rest and lazy in the same category, because rest is not lazy, and especially when we're thinking about our health, rest is so good for us, and it's the way that our body can heal and repair. I've had a new morning routine for the last month or so. Every morning I will set a 30-minute timer and I go on my iPad and I do my Duolingo. I used to just do my Duolingo at night, like right before I went to sleep, and I would just do the bare minimum, and obviously I wasn't really learning anything that way. And it's been so game changer just prioritizing it and actually giving it 30 minutes a day. And I've noticed my ability to recall words and form sentences and have extremely basic conversations is starting to really come to fruition, and it's been really cool. Like even when we were walking through the furniture store, I was like reading all the signs, and it was such a cool experience. But it's been one of those things that if I don't prioritize it in the morning, it just doesn't happen, and I will end up just doing the bare minimum like right before I go to sleep. So I'm gonna do my Duolingo right now, and then we're gonna make breakfast together. Luckily, I made these ginger, turmeric, lemon, cayenne, pepper immunity shots this week. So sour. When you're traveling, you can't always do your perfect routine, and it's not always available to you. You don't always have the same things, and you're just like not on the same schedule that you're normally on. And I think it's really important to learn how to balance the healthy habits that you love, even when life is stressful, even when your routine is different or your environment is different, because not every single day or every single week or every single month is going to be your perfect ideal conditions. But it's just learning how to stay consistent when you're not in your perfect element. My advice would be focusing on your non-negotiables, not necessarily having a perfect routine or doing things at a certain time, but picking 3 to 5 habits that you know make you feel like your best self. So for me, that's prioritizing primarily a whole foods diet, moving my body every single day, and getting enough sleep. This last week, I was in Saint-Tropez and I really didn't get any video content. I'm so sorry, but I ate pasta every single day. I ate dessert every single meal. And honestly, that's a big part of travel, is eating for experience. And a lot of days I didn't hit my protein goal and I wasn't eating perfectly like I do at home. But I didn't put myself down about it because I had so much fun experiencing all of those new foods. This week, I have obviously been sick and I have been finding myself being so snacky and reaching for crackers and cookies and candy and almost like indulging too much in those things, where I actually do feel really sick because I'm like eating so much of that. And I had like 2 or 3 days in a row like this, and instead of continuing that spiral, yesterday I was like, okay, we're done. We've enjoyed the snacks that we picked up. It's always fun when you're in a new country to like try all the different snacks that you also probably normally wouldn't gravitate towards. But I'm just learning that like you can have a bad day or you can have a bad few days, and that doesn't need to continue to spiral into everything. You can easily change your mindset and say, okay, I enjoyed that. I don't need to feel bad about that, but I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna get back into my non-negotiables. I'm about to make some lunch. I'm gonna make Greek meatballs with some potatoes, with some chickpeas, with some other veggies thrown in there. The goal of this meal is to eat the rainbow and have a wide variety of plant diversity. I'm not super used to cooking for 4 people, and I feel like I'm still trying to figure out how much I should make for 4 people. But for the potatoes, I'm probably going to cut more than this because I love to have potatoes meal prepped for if I need some more carbs. I'm in my mother-in-law's kitchen and I'm so sorry, I have the air fryer on, so it's a little bit loud. But my nieces drew all of these cute pictures and it's just so adorable being in here. trying to get a little walk in before it rains. It's been like 15 minutes raining, 15 minutes sun, but I checked the weather and it said more rain all afternoon, so I just want to make sure that I'm moving my body a little bit today. I always feel better when I get out and I do something, even if I'm sick, like a slow walk, just to get like my blood flowing is so nice. And the walks in Sweden are so relaxing because I'm literally in the countryside. Like, I'm on a dirt road right now, walking through the trees, so I haven't worn headphones or brought music or anything on any of these walks because I just feel like it's so good for calming your nervous system and just like calming your mind by just listening to the trees blow in the wind, or listening to the birds chirp, or listening to whatever's around you. Sometimes I hear little bunnies in the woods. Sometimes I get this unstoppable hunger, and so I just made a bowl of this curry carrot bone broth soup, and I broke some crackers over the top. I made this soup I think 3 days ago, and I just finished the batch of it, but this soup, I have been eating it every single morning with eggs, and it is just my favorite soup ever. I usually get the unstoppable hunger at the same time every month, which is usually at the very beginning of my luteal phase, and I just am starving. But this is why I really like to have healthy meals prepped and healthy snacks available, because if I didn't have this available, I 100% would have grabbed for popcorn or chips or crackers. And this is so much more nourishing and satisfying and fulfilling. I'm currently working on a project that I'm so excited for, and I'm so excited to share, and I don't think it's going to be live by the time this video gets up, but it will be live very, 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 very soon. This is something that's been in the works for a few months, and something that I finally have had enough time to sit down and build. I'm gonna work for a few more hours and then I will make some dinner, but my goal is to get to bed early tonight so that I can really sleep this cold off. I have recently been obsessed with this tea, and I have been drinking it every night. It's super like earthy, and I just love the taste of it. I also think I found my favorite dates that I've ever had. I always knew that I liked this type of date, but these are genuinely the most juiciest and delicious dates I've ever had. So I've been pairing my tea with probably like 2 of these. They're so good. Oh my god. I love these dates. Dates are one of those things that I want to eat like 7 of them, but I know I will regret it if I do. I'm reading such a cute book right now. It's called The Stranger in the Lifeboat. I'm a little bit more than halfway through this book, so I'm just gonna read, drink my tea, and wind down for bed. I am going to wrap up my video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you try any of the recipes, leave in the comments what you tried and how you liked it. And of course, if you liked this video and you're not subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe.